I swear by Molag Bal himself, should the Syndicate consign me to the sewers of Narcissus once more, I will personally desecrate Saldeni Andralor's ancestral crypt and convert her entire lineage into fertilizer for my alchemical garden. Their titles for me grow increasingly asinine: grub, peon, drudge. I tolerate these degradations only because compliance presently serves my interests. Coin flows steadily, and coin fuels research. Research is the only obstacle standing between my survival and a slow, ignominious collapse. When I first emerged from stasis, vitality flooded my limbs. Sensation returned in violent abundance. Pain, hunger, fatigue, even pleasure, all welcome confirmations that I still existed within the material world. I mistook this surge for recovery. I was mistaken. I feel a decline creeping into my every movement. Reflexes dulled, breath shortened, concentration fractured by a persistent heaviness behind the eyes. My joints ache as though centuries are attempting to reclaim their debt all at once. Each morning I wake feeling older than the last. It is not metaphor. It is measurable. I have slowed the deterioration through sigil stabilization and restorative drafts, but the effect is temporary and diminishing. What concerns me most is not weakness, but trajectory. This is not stagnation. This is acceleration. If unchecked, I will not simply wither. I will unravel. If my body continues to decay, then I will replace what fails. If my spirit fractures, I will bind it. If mortality insists upon reclaiming me, then I will redefine what it means to remain. I did not survive divine betrayal and centuries of enforced torment merely to perish in the sewage beneath Narcissus.
Hello, and welcome back to Bathing Simulator, where you can enjoy the experience of washing yourself in the nearby river, going through dank sewers, and selling lots of drugs. Welcome back once more to Morrowind. We are going to bathe ourselves because we are, once again, extremely filthy. There we go. It's getting a little old spending all day in the sewers, so I'm hoping today we can go out and actually do something besides that. First things first though, we made a bunch of money last time, so let's go buy some spells and maybe an alchemy kit. That would be nice. So we can actually do what we were hired by the Ja-Natta Syndicate to do. All right, we're gonna buy Frostbite since we need a frost spell. We're also going to buy Levitate and Slowfall. They seem like very worthwhile investments in my mind. And then we'll get water breathing, we'll get jump. We can also use another summon here. Is a scamp really worth it? Maybe. Yeah, we'll buy a scamp spell. Why not? Calm humanoid, calm creature. That could be good. That could be good. I would like to use a little bit more illusion magic for like the first time ever. So frenzy could also be good. That's a pretty low level frenzy spell, but you never know. All right, with those new spells, we actually have a pretty diverse repertoire at our disposal here. I put all of our combat sort of spells on top. I put all of our buff abilities on the second hotbar, and then I have our more general swimming, sneaking skills on the third hotbar. I'm going to try to diversify my spell usage here, so yeah, we're going to take everything we can get to give us an advantage. So now that we have our spells sorted out, let's try to find an alchemist somewhere. I'm trying to think of a single one that actually sells like alchemy apparatus. I don't actually know of any. This guy sells potions, but he does not sell the means to make them. No, he does not. He does have soap. Lots of soap. I don't know every single place in Narcissus. Believe it or not. Swim shop, yeah. Alchemist, oh. There's an alchemist right here. She's got to have some, surely. Didn't know there was ever one here. She has apprentice journeyman. Well, since we have the money, we will buy the fanciest ones first. And what else do we need? A retort? I guess she only has an apprentice one. That is very, very Very, very good though, since we've been picking up alchemy ingredients but don't have the means to actually make anything. This is good. We'll also buy some mana potions, why not? Yeah, it's fine. I dropped off all of our alchemy ingredients because it was weighing us down so much, but you know, we'll pick them up as we go along. All right, let's head to the Ja-Natta Syndicate base once again. All right, lady, I better not be working in the sewers again. Go to the Helval ancestral tomb and destroy its guardians. Well, it's different. We need it cleared out in order to put it to use, so you're going to go there and make sure all the heaps of bones lying around inside stop moving. You can get to it by leaving Narcissus to the southwest and following the road east, then turning right onto a dirt path before the old Dren plantation. Follow the path until it forks and take the right branch, then turn right again to get to the tomb. A word of advice too, avoid the big tower complex up on the bluffs. The boss doesn't like uninvited guests. Tell me about him. Work hard, look for advancement, and you might get to meet him. Those are some crazy directions. Southwest, east, right onto a dirt path. Follow it till it forks. Oh my gosh, dude, I'm not gonna remember that. Okay, so let's get out of the sewers before we have to freaking shower again. That's one spell I was hoping to find but couldn't, is something to fortify our speed, even for just a couple seconds. I do have Hop Toad somewhere. Where is it? There we go. So this will make us jump a little bit further. Yeah, that's pretty nice. I like that. Better than nothing. All right, so southwest, so we need to head in that direction. Oh, failed the cast. Gosh dang it. Can we do water walking and then do Hop Toad, maybe? There we go. And we're getting our alteration up, which is super nice. It would be great to get some actual half decent levels here. So far, like, the only bonus that we really have is speed, which admittedly we really, really need, but I would much prefer to have more magicka if we're going to level up there. And we're out of magicka. Speak of the devil. That's all right. We can walk the rest of the way. I'm trying to memorize my hotkeys as best I can. Might take a while. There's a lot of spells here. It's so nice being able to switch between them, though. Speaking of... failed to cast it. Nice. Wow. Because our fatigue is almost gone. Give me that cuddle. Okay, so this is southwest out of Narcissus. Go east. Fork in the road. Dirt path. Okay. Maybe it's not as bad as I was making it out to be. Got him. I'm actually really enjoying having to rely solely on spells. It's good for me because normally I just pull out my sword and start swinging. I had some comments and I don't know. I kind of agree with it. But I'm worried I'll just go back to my old ways. People were saying bound weapons should be a valid route for Alaric. What do you guys think? Other than if you've already commented that you agree with it, obviously I know that, but I do have like a bound dagger spell. I'm not entirely opposed to it. It's nice because we don't actually have to carry it around. And that's like the biggest thing right now is carry weight for us. We can barely carry anything at all. So, yeah, I don't know. I kind of like relying on just regular spells, but you know, sometimes it's nice to have a bound weapon. I actually really like bound weapons in Morrowind as well. They're much more interesting than they are in the other games. First off, you can sheath them and pull it back out, which is super cool. So we can mess around with this. Also, we might die. I did not notice how low our health was. Can we get off a hearth heal? There we go. Yeah, so like, should this be valid? I mean, I don't even know if we can hit with it. Bound weapons do buff your skill in that weapon. I think it's because we don't have any fatigue though. This is not good. At least we got that off. Well, I guess we're gonna use a Magicka potion here. Nice. Is this the ancestral tomb? It's definitely one of them. Yeah, it's kind of cool. If you look on the right side, we're actually getting kind of like hot because we're out in the desert here. I wonder if I like take off some of my undergarments, if that will cool us off a little bit more. Is this the one we're looking for? Dren Ancestral Tomb. No. Before the old Dren plantation, follow it till it forks and take a right branch, then turn right again to get to the tomb. Okay. Well, you know, we might as well go in here. Alaric is a very curious man, and maybe we can find some bones to stick in our house and possibly create more undead. Ooh, trapped. Okay. Open door. Do I have telekinesis hotkey? I don't think so. Oh yeah, I need to mention something before I forget again. You may notice that our spell window right here is a little different, and a mod just released today actually by, I think, the real Ralts. He's the one who's made the keyboard mod and the Bardcraft mod and the mod that allows new skills like our aquatic skill here. The mod he released today overhauls the entire spell window, and it is amazing. Not only can you bookmark certain spells, your favorite spells, so they always show up on the top no matter how many other spells you have, you can also hide spells you don't like. So if you're making custom spells and you don't want the base spell anymore, but you don't necessarily want to remove the spell, you can just hide it and it won't show up anymore. And those are both super, super cool. But I think my favorite part of it, the icons are cool too. My favorite part is you can filter your spells by their school of magic. That's freaking insane. Like, this is like the best mod ever made. Being able to filter your spells? Are you kidding me? That's all I ever wanted in this game. Before it's just this giant list and, oh, what spell do I need? I can't find it. Now it's, nope, right there. You don't even have to like search anymore. I will link that mod in the description because it is amazing. 10 out of 10 mod. So many good wizard mods are coming out right now. Man, really? Even telekinesis? I guess I was still too close. Gosh dang it. All right, let's try that again, maybe. And then let's try telekinesis, and I guess we'll just stay as far away as possible. There we go. Bone Walker, that's good. Guess let's get his attention. Maybe summon one of our own Bone Walkers, so we don't have our strength drained. At least these ones are only temporary. Nice. All right, what else we got in here? Bone meal, I'll take it. Hey, look, it's the least threatening enemy in the entire game. Or at least when I summon them. I actually feel like Alaric would take great pleasure in looting these sorts of tombs. More so than any other dungeon in the entire game. Just his little way of getting revenge against the Dunmer and their gods by defiling their crypts. All right, do that, and let's open it very far away. Nice, it's so nice being able to just unlock doors with spells compared to how Tiberius was. Get rocked. The House of Troubles, I will take it. All right, let's use a Magicka potion because we are fresh out of Magicka. This isn't even too bad, actually. This is easier than a lot of the fights in the sewers we had. Kind of refreshing, feeling a little powerful. Oh, and there's a Bone Lord. I spoke too soon. Well, I don't think he's seen us yet. He has seen us. Someone sees us. Yes. Oh, no. I thought I was in the clear. I swear, like, the game can hear me. And the second I get cocky, it sends something to kill me. It did that in Starwind, too. I'm like, oh, this is too easy now. And then 18 Wookiees would come out of the trees. What can you do with ectoplasm? Nothing good. What about bone meal? Telekinesis? Wait, did we not even die to the Bone Lord? It was a freaking Bone Walker? Maybe. Our first Daedra. Let's see how he does. Kind of want to help. Kind of don't want my strength drained, though. Maybe I'll just sit in the back and shoot spells. And my minions are attacking each other. Good work, gentlemen. Good work. Oh, he's almost dead, actually. You got him. Nice. Good job, little buddy. Greater Bone Walkers are not easy to kill. And who cares if your strength gets drained? That doesn't affect me. Oh, boy. Did you see us? Alright, well, this guy is much scarier than even a Bone Walker. Look how much health he has, and it's not moving very fast, is it? Okay, well, we are out of... Yes, we are out of magicka and health. I don't know if we can kill a Bone Lord. That might be above our station at the moment. We do have, actually, now that I think about it, a Summon Golden Saint scroll. Is that worth using? I feel like it's not. We also have a Hellfire scroll. Let's try the Flame Atronach with the Hellfire scroll. Ooh. Another freaking Bone Walker. That's not good. Is this a touch spell? No, it's target. Okay. Shouldn't hurt the... Okay, well. I was going to say, it shouldn't hurt the Flame Atronach, but it does. Destroyed him. Let's summon our little ghost buddy, because... Nope, he sucks. He sucks so bad. Gosh dang it. I feel like that was a good plan, but maybe we hit them with the Hellfire Scroll first and then summon the Flame Atronach. Okay. He is very fast. Very furious. Going to close this door. What else do we got? Absorb personality. That seems very good. Oh, and drain personality. So we could, you know, make him very unlikable. All right, we're going to close that just in case. And we're going to open it and throw in our own little Bone Walker and a Scamp? No. Come on, come on. I can't get a Scamp out. Run away. He's so fast. No. Okay, so we do have Calm Creature. I don't feel like that's enough to calm a Greater Bone Walker, though. Same with our Demoralizes. No way that's enough. Screw it. We'll use the Golden Saint. If she can kill it, it's totally worth it. We can also... Oh, she fell down immediately. Good job. Throw that out there. Maybe use the Flame Atronach too, just to guarantee it. Okay, that's good. All right. Come on. It killed my Golden Saint. Holy crap. Killed the Flame Atronach too. Was not expecting that. Okay, well, I'm noticing a theme here. Nothing I have can beat this Bone Lord. It's apparently the most powerful being in all of existence. It's actually the main character, not me. Oh my gosh. How much health do we have? 37? It just one-shots us? I do wonder if my Hellfire Scroll kind of killed the Golden Saint too. Oh. Is he glitched? I mean, yes, but he also has full health. Look how much my spell is doing. He's regenerating health. Okay, I am going to try it one last time. See if we can't do this. Man, we better hope the tomb that we're actually supposed to be going to right now doesn't have a difficult boss in it, because I'm using everything here to try and beat this guy. Is he guarding something good? Like if I just walk past him, what are you guarding down here? The Shirt of Altus Dren. Well, we'll take it. Limeware Flask. Saint Films Fire. Raw Ebony. Yeah, he is guarding some really good stuff. Wait, did you guys actually beat him? Oh, yeah. All right. That was totally worth it then. Some good magic items. I will take your soul gems. Why not? All right. Well, now that he's dead, we can actually loot the place without getting shanked in the back. That's all of our like good summoning scrolls though, so we're going to have to rely on other means of defeating difficult enemies now. Gems, nice. A Shrine of Saint Veloth, huh? This is what I think about your stupid shrine. Yeah, how do you like that? No candle, no offering plate, nothing. That's the most I can do. I'm trying to think of a way we could desecrate their shrines. Can we move bodies? That'd be funny. Expensive belt. I guess we'll take that. Maybe we can enchant it. It would be really funny to sort of destroy, desecrate every single shrine we come across. Like the one on our roof that I just removed from the game, but you know, in a more roleplay fashion. 36 Lessons of Vivek, Sermon 30, we'll take it. In order to take down the man, we must understand the man, so we need to collect all 36 volumes of that book. Holy Tower Shield, holy crap, that's worth a lot, we'll take it. And we have some locked chests. Can't actually get into those ones. We don't have a high enough scroll level, I don't think. We do have a bunch of unhinging scrolls that we could hope rolls high enough to open this one. Got like 8 of them. There's nothing in there. What a ripoff. Cork bulb, bolts. Nothing in this one. We can't get into this one at all. My unlock spell is only 50 points. I should make a custom version. It doesn't take a lot of skill or magicka to make a unlock 100 spell. So what did we actually get? We got this Holy Tower Shield, restores health. Pretty good. I'm just gonna sell it though. Way too heavy. And we got the Shirt of Altus Dren. Fortify Marksman, Fortify Conjuration. The Fortify Marksman is pretty useless, but the Fortify Conjuration could be good. I like that shirt. We also got Saint Films Fire, which is a super, super strong ring. Holy crap. We need to equip that post haste. All right, well, I think that was worthwhile. We spent a lot of stockpile to get it, but we got a nice fancy shirt and a nice fancy ring. Another alteration level. What are our current bonuses? Strength times 4, willpower times 4, speed times 4. You think we should take that? Yeah, let's take it. Strength, willpower, and speed. I would have preferred to have intelligence boosted, but our intelligence is actually pretty high, so getting that extra speed and strength will be very, very nice. Bunch of freaking cliff racers everywhere. Kind of want to try out Saint Films Fire. Does it shoot a fireball? Yes. That's actually really sick. It does a ton of damage. Maybe I should be more conservative with its use, though. Since we might need it in the tomb we're about to go into. But yeah, I need to be looting stuff we kill for alchemy ingredients. I'm so used to like not really caring about that kind of stuff, but we definitely need to. And it's a freaking canyon thresher. Okay. Well, I think this is the direction we need to go in. That's not good. We also don't have any fatigue. We do have this ring, though. Is it enough to kill a canyon thresher? And there's a whole hive of them. Perfect. Is this even... I think this is where we need to go, somewhere in this direction. Maybe we can sneak past? Let's use our chameleon spell, maybe? Or we could just fail casting it. There we go. All right. Can we sneak past? I believe. Or get the ring out just in case. We're also like sweating to death. Maybe I should take off my pants. There we go. That'll make me sneakier. And it sees us. Okay. And that one missed. That one also missed. Good start. I'm pretty sure if those first two had hit, we would have killed it. Gosh dang it. Okay, well, I don't think we're going to be able to sneak past it. It keeps detecting me every time I go by. We just have to make sure every single shot of this ring hits. Otherwise, we're screwed. Oh, well, we're actually sneaking pretty well this time. I need to take off my pants again, though. Oh my gosh. Okay, dead center, dead center. Yes, shot him out of the sky. Screw you, sky render. These aren't canyon threshers. I always get them mixed up. No, these are sky renders. Very, very different and horrific in a completely different way. All right, are we in the clear, or is a canyon thresher going to come down now? So there is the Ja-Natta Syndicate headquarters, a place we have been to many a times, actually. We need to avoid it, according to the lady we're working with. Is that the ancestral tomb? Might be. There's quite a few of them here in the canyons. Gotta be careful though, because our ring is now out of charges. Man, we are dying out here. Is it this shirt? Is this shirt super, super hot? I mean, makes us look pretty hot, but is it also making us sweat to death out here in the canyon? I think we start taking penalties from this. -5 sneak, block, alchemy, endurance, and speed. Yes. Well, I hope this is the right place. Yes, it is. Okay, great. Let's walk so we can get our fatigue back as we come in here. Is that a person? Is that a hostile person? Hello?
Welcome, Outlander.
What are you doing in this tomb, stranger? I'm not telling you anything until you explain to me why you're here. Okay. Helville Ancestral Tomb. Stop right there, stranger. Who are you, and what are you doing in this tomb? I could ask you the same thing. I'm just a traveler stopping here for some rest. I've come to destroy this tomb's guardians. I'm a member of the temple. I came to inspect the tomb. I could ask you the same thing. This is my family's tomb, and I'm here with my husband to put one of my ancestors to rest. But that's none of your business, so could you please tell me again why exactly you're here? I've come to destroy this tomb's guardians. I knew it. Leave this place right now, grave robber. No. Oh crap. Where did you come from? Too many buttons. Too many buttons. Too many failed spells. You got this, Bone Walker, buddy. You're my only hope. Kind of don't want to go... Oh, crap, he's dead. Don't want to go further into the tomb because we have no means of fighting right now with no magic. Our ring is out of charges. Do we have any spells? Still have the Hellfire spell. Well, oh, that didn't even kill you. Oh, no, it did. Okay. Well, now we can sit here and dodge her stuff until our magic comes back. She's shooting at me. Oh, absorb health? Wish I had enough magic. I'd cast a spell absorption. I'm going to come outside here for a second, catch my breath. She can catch her breath as well. It is very, very hot here. All right, full health. Let's drink a little bit more water. Pour some water on our head to cool off. You know, makes sense. Okay, do we try the Bone Walker again? I think so. One more hit on her. Nice. Good job, buddy. All right, well, now that we dealt with those idiots, let's go fight some actual terrifying undead. Terrifying to me, not so terrifying to Alaric. This is just another day in the life. Robbing graves. Okay. Helval Ancestral Tomb Depths. Well, I say let's go the other way first. Hlalu Guard Shield. Meh, it's pretty heavy. Doors of the Spirit. We'll take that one. Is that really all that's down here? 25 gold? Okay. All right, well, I guess we're headed further in. How are our needs going? They're getting higher and higher the longer we're out here. I wish I had something to restore stamina. Do I? Restore magicka. That's actually pretty good. Let's make some of those. Restore fatigue. That's also very good. All right, well, with those restore fatigue potions, we should actually be doing pretty good if we go in here. All right, we can get into this. Thank goodness for telekinesis, huh? Don't have to tank these anymore. Okay. Hole of Death. A Bone Walker. I think he is draining my strength. No, what did he hit me with? I don't even know. Okay. Ooh, you're randomly really tanky. Okay. Alright, well, you duel your friend right there. I'm going to go in here and see what I can steal. Okay, don't fall down the pit of death. Let's go the other direction. I'm going to stop picking up bone meal. We have like 40 pieces of it. I think that's enough now. Bunch of gems. I will take it. A very difficult trapped chest. Man, we should have made that unlock spell. Okay, well, can't open that. Maybe I should mark here so we can come back and pick this. Yeah, why not? It's very ominous going down these stairs. Nothing on the way to kill us. Greater Bone Walker. There you go. Got my wish. I'm going to try and not fight him at all because I don't want my strength drained. We have some like restore attribute spells, but I did not make a strength one, so. Nice, we got him. I don't care if those idiots fight each other. Let's started. I destroyed all of the raised guardians in the Helval Ancestral Tomb. I wonder why it said started. Whatever. Nothing in there. More gems. We've got a lot of gems. There's a Dremora right behind me. We're going to shut that door. Okay. I don't know if these two can kill a Dremora. I don't know if I can kill a Dremora. I don't think I can. Look how much health he has. Okay. This is concerning. Let's use the Holy Tower Shield to heal ourselves up. And then we have a Restore Fatigue, Shock Resistance. Do we have anything else? Not really. Our ring is still... Yep, does not have enough charges. We don't have any soul gems. We need to be soul trapping stuff. I always forget to do that. Yeah, look how much health he has. I think we can get him eventually because he's not regenning. But we don't have any way to restore our magicka besides just pouring water on our head. I don't think Dremora are weak to frost, right? Oh, he killed me anyways. Okay, so I think we just leave that gem there. Or we could grab it and try to recall out. That could also work. Just have to wait for our magicka to come back here. All right. Let's get out of here. Sucker.
Yes, Outlander?
Did you clear out the Hellwall Ancestral Tomb? Technically, yes. So, all the tomb's guardians are dead, and you killed the people who were visiting it. Nice work, Drudge. Very clean. You can take these for use in further jobs, but maybe you ought to know what we're doing in there too. The tomb is a nice, secluded spot. Makes for a good base out in the canyons. What we want for it, though, is to let our alchemists go in and get to planting very special fungus on those bones. Then, they can grind it up, mix it around, and make gray dust out of it. Okay. So now we actually know the recipe for gray dust. I don't think our other characters ever found that out. Special fungus? Yeah, that's what they make gray dust out of. It's called ash dew. Maybe we did pick up some ash dew, though. The boss brought it back from one of the trips he goes on sometimes. Said it was important. The potion people say it's the most potent when grown near areas associated with death, hence the name. So I offered to let them set up shop here in the sewers. But I guess 1,000 years of bones and ash are better than whatever bodies us and the Kamanatong have put away down here. Okay, that makes sense. Grey dust. Some of the other Dunmer members don't feel so good about turning the ancestors into drug farms, so we mostly send outlanders to do the planting and harvesting. The way I see it though, profits are profits. The only issue is that it could get us into big trouble with the temple, if they ever found out. But right now, we're the only ones that know how to get a hold of it, so you better be a good drudge and keep all of this very secret. Can I not be a drudge anymore? Hooray! Oh wait, no. Never mind, we're still a drudge. But I am going to end the video there for today. Did some grave robbing, died a bunch of times, came out pretty well with some very, very powerful loot that I think will help us the rest of the way, especially that fire ring we found. That is going to be very, very helpful when it comes to just surviving when our magicka runs out. Also, finally getting some alchemy apparatus is going to help. I have a bunch of ingredients in here that I dropped off before. That's going to be great. We can actually make some good potions here, and that will solve our fatigue and mana woes. If you've made it this far and enjoyed this video, consider liking, subscribing, or possibly hyping up the video if you have not already. It helps the channel immensely. Other than that though, thank you for watching and peace out. For the rest of us though, we are going to read 3 books today because the first 2 are actually extremely short and they all have to do with Oblivion. Or at least like the realms of Oblivion, the Daedric princes. Let's start off with The Waters of Oblivion. 120 numbered ages in the void, that fated folk had grown deep-schooled in evil. Then the bright gods resolved to punish these faithless spirits and shatter the unruly caitiffs, those huge unholy scathers, loathsome to the light. They repented exceedingly that they had gazed upon Oblivion and seen where the first of dark kin, and welcomed them as brothers and sister. The principalities of victory beheld how great was the wickedness of the wayward spirits, and saw that they were bold in sin and full of wiles. They resolved then to chasten the tribes of Daedra and smite the dark kind with hammer in hand. But ever shall darkness contest the light, and great were the powers that breathed the void and laid waste upon one another, and no oath might bind them. So deep were they in envy and perfidy. For once the portals are opened, who shall shut them upon the rising tide? I feel like I have no idea what this is talking about. Bright gods going into the Daedric realms and fighting them, but darkness came back? I don't know. Weird. 7 varieties of shadows. By long study have I learned this. Shadow the first is the shadow direct, hard cut in day by the sun, unequivocal. Shadow the second is the shadow oblique, bent away from its mooring by the application of a dust. Shadow the third is the shadow effulgent, made expansive and billowing to fill out tight spaces by judicious ingestion of the bitters. Shadow the fourth is the shadow defensive, drawn from the air and made solid by burning flower spice. Shadow the fifth is the shadow numbing, applied with ground resin. Shadow the sixth is the shadow imbecilic, descending on the mind from chewing wick stems. Shadow the seventh is the shadow averted by application of hound's flesh. Namira, bless me. Namira, kiss me. Namira, curse me entire. This have I learned at the feet of my master. I have to assume this is like a prayer to Namira. And then we have On Oblivion by Mornin Zenas. It is improper, however customary, to refer to the denizens of the dimension of Oblivion as demons. This practice probably dates to the Alessian doctrines of the First Era prophet Maruk, which, rather amusingly, forbade traffic with the diamonds, and then neglected to explain what the diamonds were. It is most probable that the daimon is a misspelling or etymological rendition of Daedra, the old elven word for these strange, powerful creatures of uncertain motivation who hail from the dimension of Oblivion. Daedra is actually the plural form, the singular is Daedroth. In a later tract by King Hael the Pious of Skyrim, almost 1,000 years after the publication of the original doctrines, the evil machinations of his political enemies are compared to the wickedness of the demons of Oblivion. Their depravity equals that of Sanguine itself. They are cruel as Boethia, calculating as Molag and as mad as Sheogorath. Hael the Pious thus long-windedly introduced 4 of the Daedra Lords to written record. But the written record is not, after all, the best way to research Oblivion and the Daedra who inhabit it. Those who traffic with daemons seldom wish to be a master of public account. Nevertheless, scattered throughout the literature of the First Era are diaries, journals, notices for witch burnings, and guides for Daedra slayers. These I have used as my primary source material. They are at least as trustworthy as the Daedra lords I have actually summoned and spoken with at length. Apparently, Oblivion is a place composed of many lands, thus the many names for which Oblivion is synonymous. Cold Harbor, Quagmire, Moonshadow, etc. It may be correctly supposed that each land of Oblivion is ruled over by one prince. The Daedra princes, whose names appear over and over in ancient records, though this is not an infallible test of their authenticity or explicit existence to be sure, are the aforementioned Sanguine, Boethia, Molag and Sheogorath, and in addition Azura, Mephala, Clavicus Vile, Vermina, Malakath, Hermanus Mora. There seems to be no one accepted spelling. Namira, Jigalag, Nocturnal, Mehrunes Dagon, and Periite. From my experience, Daedra are a very mixed lot. It's almost impossible to categorize them as a whole, except for their immense power and penchant for extremism. Be that as it may, I have here attempted to do so in a few cases, purely for the sake of scholastic expediency. Mehrunes Dagon, Molag Periite, Boethia, and Vermina are among the most consistently demonic of the Daedra, in a sense that their spheres seem to be destructive in nature. The other Daedra can, of course, be equally dangerous, but seldom purely for the sake of destruction as these 5 can. Nor are these previous 5 identical in their destructiveness. Mehrunes Dagon seems to prefer natural disasters, earthquakes and volcanoes, for venting his anger. Molag elects the employment of other Daedra, and Boethia inspires the arms of mortal warriors. Periite's sphere seems to be pestilence and Vermina's torture. In preparation for the next installment in this series, I will be investigating 2 matters that have intrigued me since I began my career as a Daedra researcher. The first is on one particular Daedroth, perhaps yet another Daedra prince, referred to in multiple articles of Inakubala as Hircine. Hircine has been called the huntsman of the princes, the father of man-beasts, but I have yet to find anyone who can summon him. The other, and perhaps more doubtful goal I have is to find a practical means for mortal men to pass through to Oblivion. It has always been my philosophy that we need only fear that which we do not understand. And with that thought in mind, I ever pursue my objective. Is there a second book? Don't actually know. That's a really, really cool one. I really like that one. And it's very fitting since we got our first Daedra summon this video. Our little scamp buddy. Isn't he so cute? He was actually doing pretty well. Him with the Bonewalker seemed to be a pretty dynamic duo. Much better than the stupid ancestral ghost ever was. Anyways, if you stuck around for this long to hear me read, you are truly a homie. Anyways, thanks for watching, and peace out.